strong. 5 seconds. Finish the round strong. Let's go. Work, work, work. Come on. Time. Stop.
My name is Alexander Gustafsson, UFC fighter. I'm 25 years old, born and raised in Arboga, fighting out of Stockholm, training for Andreas Michael, my head coach, fighting Shogun, 8th of December, Seattle.
Hailing from a small town with less than 15,000 people, at the young age of 25, Alexander Gustafsson is on the brink of worldwide superstardom. December 8th will mark the date where the lanky Swede will be taking on one of the sport's most versatile and respected mixed martial art fighters, former UFC and Pride champion Mauricio Shogun at UFC on Fox 5 in Seattle.
I started MMA 2009. My bad. 2006, I got my UFC contract 2009. I was 19 years old when I started and went down to the gym with a friend of mine and tried out a MMA practice and got hooked. Oh, I love MMA because of it's so many different sports in MMA, you know, and you're competing under the same rules. You're competing in a cage. I think it's the ultimate sport. Like this, it's the purest sport right now. You know, it's you win mano a mano and you compete in a cage. Like it's, you know, it's such a feeling. I can't describe it. You never get like fully learn. It's always something you have to work on. It's always you need a tactical. You need a game plan. It's like chess. You know, you need to see what your opponent is gonna hit, and you have to see that come. You know, before he does it. So it's a really wide sport.
With a near-perfect record, Gustafsson has been on a tear lately in the UFC's light heavyweight division, finishing his 4 out of 5 last fights in such a way that the young man's prowess can no longer be denied. When the UFC decided to have their first show in Sweden, Alexander was faced with his toughest challenge to date in Thiago Silva. The Brazilian, who had only suffered defeat at the hands of UFC champions Lyoto Machida and Rashad Evans, had no answer for the Swede's superior movement and speed.
It was a good fight. I was nerve-wracking before the fight. I was super afraid. I was really anxious for the fight because it was in Globen, and you know, I got family and friends there, you know, fans. So yeah, but you know, the fight went well, and we went to we were planning to. You know, my game plan worked, and you know, I boxed him, and I moved, and he caught me with a good punch, and that was about it. It's the best thing I've done in my life so far. It's I can't describe the feeling of winning in front of 15,000, you know, fans. It was unbelievable, you know. And to beat a guy like Thiago Silva, he's a tough guy. He's been, you know, been around and fighting a lot of tough opponents. So it was a good win for me, and absolutely the best thing I've done in my career, in my life so far. I will never forget that feeling.
Okay, you ready? I don't have the best shoes for this. You're a caveman, you don't need shoes. You can do it like raw, barefoot. Fucking caveman, lumberjack. Ready? Go! Before the dogs come. Snabbare! Fucking 100 and it's nearly 110 kilos. And he's still a bullet. And he's still a bullet. Tell me.
To prepare for his upcoming bout, Gustafsson has fallen into the same routines he's had for his last couple of outings in the octagon, starting his camp in Stockholm with boxing coach Andreas Michael, and then heading over to the Alliance camp in San Diego for some primetime sparring with the likes of Phil Davis.
My camp is, I always train, but my training camp, real training camp, is 10 weeks. I do 6 at home, and I do 4 here at Alliance. And I started out doing the camp in Stockholm with my team, with Andreas Michaels, my head coach, and I've been working hard on my conditioning, my sparring. I got the best team in the world. I train with Nico Musuki, I train with Jonathan Westin, I train with Magnus Cedenblad, I train with Diego Gonzalez, Fernando Gonzalez, Per Eklund. I train with the best guys in in Europe and in the world. So it's it's a high. We have a really high level team. Andreas Michael as the general, he keeps everyone under structure. So it's all the practices, all the trainings is on a good structure, and it's really good. And I did 6 weeks at home, and I did 4 weeks here. Andreas Michael and the whole team, we went together here to San Diego, the Team Alliance, to train with the guys here. Phil Davis, Ben Vera, Dominic Cruz. Mike Chandler, the best guys in the world, and their head coach Eric Del Fieri is a high level, one of the best coaches in the world when it comes to MMA. So yeah, it's I had the best camp ever, and I can't ask for more. It's been good. It's been great.
I'm very happy that Alex has become the person and the fighter that he is, and what he's destined to be. I knew from day one that this guy is destined for greatness, and I'm just very proud of him as a brother and as a coach, So he's a gentleman in and out of the ring, cage. So Matt, Jim, so I'm just, this is a good fight now. We worked hard. He's reached the highest of the highest peaks, from a little country boy from Sweden, reaching fighting against legends. It's an achievement, isn't it? It's an achievement that won't be met soon, So we're gonna win this. Not because I hope for a win, because we worked for the win. Like animals who have worked for the win. It's 9 o'clock, and we have trained three times today, and we've been on the go all day. Interviews, training. It's interviews, training. So it's an ongoing story now. And now it's when it starts getting heavy, and this is when we're gonna bring home the bacon, as they say.